Hello! The Jetway has finally been done, thanks to Zake. He learnt how to script after a while. It is actually 800 Robux, or 8 USD, in case you keep on asking us. And yeah, it's just going to be a small tutorial of how to use the Jetway, because when you buy it, you might not know how to use it, and there will also be a video of how to install it, because that's going to be a main question. Most bugs should be gone, but obviously with all products there's going to be a few bugs that may occur. Just remember to report them to us so we can get them fixed as soon as possible. So,
A little note I'd like to say as well is, as time goes by, the Jetway may have more glitches, since Roblox just breaks stuff.
Roblox likes to break Zeke stuff. So, this door is actually openable, and there might be a few little lag back issues. That's all server side, meaning it's nothing we can do about it. So, just keep that in mind. It might happen to you when you play with it, it might not. Just what Roblox servers tend to do. So, if we open that, very beautiful. We get, make sure to close this again, by the way. Don't want anyone else walking in. Is this door staff locked to the main thing?
It is.
Alright, that door is staff locked. And we go into the control panel. You literally just have to stand on it.
I'd like to say one thing as well. In Jetway V1 I had no staff lock on the seat, but now it is something.
Okay, good. So there are a lot of changes. Obviously you can see that there's a camera now, so if you press C you can change a bunch of the camera views, and you can see Zake there, and I might as well just fling him the man real quick. Sorry, it took me a while to type that, I'm really bad.
No.
I almost typed explode, by the way. That would have been so bad. Anyway, I have not yet tested the glass Jetway, and I have not yet connected it to the A350, so we'll see how this goes. So let's start with the lights. Every time you use the Jetway and when it is in motion, press B to turn the beacons on. And since we have future, you can see it spinning around. It's very nice. Yeah, we use future. If you press, also you can see the little icons light up when you press the button. That's pretty cool. So B turns on the beacons. At night, when you're using night operations, H will turn on the headlights. They're on automatically for some reason when you start the Jetway. Don't know what that's about.
That's gonna be fixed in release version 2.
And when you're boarding people, you press L. Can I get in? God, the beacon to killing my eyes. You press L for the inside lights, which are also on when.
That's also
and
gonna be disabled.
So yeah, that turns them all on. That's the same for the other Jetway as well. Let's go ahead and turn the beacons on because we are in motion. Scroll wheel will zoom in, by the way. And yeah, let's get to it. So the cab can rotate -30 degrees to 87 degrees using the arrow keys left and right. And obviously, yes, there's some server lag. Just something you're gonna have to deal with if you experience it, because there's nothing on our end that we can do. So just don't make reports about it, because we know about it, we're aware of it, but we can't do anything. Now you want to use the hood. It's just up and down. Can I get a better angle? There we go. It's up and down arrows. So down arrow is to put it back to its normal position. Up arrow is to rotate it like this. And this is just rotating it so it can connect onto the plane. And we're going to do that in a second after I tell you all the other things this thing has to offer. You can also view all the controls here by pressing controls. Took it a while. And this is all the basic keys, but we're going to run through it properly in this video. So if we just turn that off, we can extend. Hang on. Whoops. So the elevation of the Jetway is much better than V1, and it can reach down to an A320 737 or up to an A380 lower deck, or a 777, depending on what you want. The upper deck of an A380 requires an entirely different jetway itself. Everything has to be extended. It's something that we're not going to do, but yeah, sorry about that. No one uses the top deck anyway, usually. I mean, you can, and the elevation, if we go back onto our controls, it's controlled by Q and E. E goes up, and Q goes down. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory there. I will like to note that the cab bit stays the same position, so you won't get any glitches when you try to connect it to the plane. So that's all fine and dandy. Don't know why I use that word, but yeah. At this height, the stairs actually do become a ladder. That's just a little known flaw. Nothing we can do about that as well, or maybe they can, I don't know, but I like the ladder and we're gonna keep it. So, let's just turn all these lights off, they're pretty distracting. Now, we can move on to the... We can move on to the turning of the jetway. So basically, Zay, you're still standing there, and that's pretty impressive. So the way we turn the jetway is by... Let's just move this back. The way we turn the jetway is by holding A and D for the wheels, and if you let go of one, it'll recenter itself. It's not like V1, where it'll just stay the same. Little bit of a bummer for people who like turning that way, but it's just easier, so you can always get the exact point of zero. So you just turn in whatever way you want and hold W and give it a little bit. You might want to press Q and E for it to fix. Zake explained that to me a while ago, but I didn't listen. And yeah, it's basically all to do with just playing around with it. You can hold S to retract it and W to go forward, and there is no more of the speed calculator. You can not change the speed of the jetway. It's just a set speed. We felt that was a lot easier, and people didn't have confusing times trying to do that, so you know, that's all good. So yeah, we can just hook this up here and we can go into this view. This is actually a really nice camera, and I think we might be, I don't know what's going on here, but you know, a bit of a problem here is like it's deflecting the bitch. Oh shit.
Well, claro.
Alright, we've just fixed it. Beautiful. Oh, I see why. Look at the wheels.
Press... Okay, I'll let you know. If something like that happens, it's the latency between the server and the client. It, like, bothers our lag optimization system. And if something like that happens, say it's the wheels, just press W or S. It's perhaps the cab, press, like, right arrow or left arrow.
Basically what he's saying is press a key depending on what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, boom, it's set up. Obviously it won't be perfect for every single plane. We can't have a universal hood that works with every single plane until mesh deformation. Until that gets better. We might experiment with that when it gets improved, but for now I think this is fine. And at this point, the first officer would have opened the door already. So yeah. So that is all good, and it can. And the new version of the jetway can extend twice as much as version 1 jetway. That's because, well, obviously it has 3 terminals instead of 2 now. So that is great. And there are a bunch of new fixes that we did, and you'll notice them. If you were a previous client of Jetway version 1, you'll be able to pick them right away. The Jetway does look a lot nicer with our lighting, obviously. So you know, get some good lighting going on. I already explained all that. yeah, now you're probably wanting to open the doors for your passengers. So if we hop into this camera and we press F, these doors open up beautifully, and then everyone is able to board. And we press L to light up everything. I don't know why it like squished over there, but you know, we'll figure that out. That's okay. Yeah, I know what. This is a very handy. There are some very good camera positions here. So this one, if you turn back, you can see your passengers enter, or you can also just look at that, or you can look at Zake. That's fine. This one's for, you know, connecting the hood, that kind of stuff. So very good camera placement from the man Zake.
Thank you.
So that's basically all we have. Did I miss anything?
No, you should be good.
Okay. Oh yes. So you press R. If you press R, it'll If you press R, it'll reset, and it might be a little bit violent, but it's like trying to recenter itself every time it moves. But
It's gonna be a little violent until the Jetway
yeah, and
fully
then the second it
retracts.
stops, it'll fix itself.
Yeah.
It's all smooth now. It's all beautiful.
Also, because Rex is a dumb, like Rex is just dumb.
Thank you.
He thought that when the wheels turn on reset, that's a bug, but no, it is not. Can I show you that?
That's kind of what
It's
I thought.
it's to make the tank turn, like actually, instead
Yeah.
of just being.
So if you need any more help, I think P is to anchor.
Thank you.
So if we just go out
Yeah.
here, make a turn or whatever, and press P, it'll lock everything in its place. And you always do that when you are boarding and you need to leave the jetway. And yeah, you press P, everything works again. It's all good. Just press R, and it's going to violently recenter itself. Not as violently as last time. And also these little thingies here, they roll around. Those little wheels, they roll. Anyway, I would advise, as much as the bullshit friggin', as much bullshit as this tutorial is, I don't even know if we can call this a tutorial now, but as much of the tutorial as it is, that was English, we advise you to send this to your ground crew so they know how to operate the jetway. And yeah, if you do, oh god, he's moving it. And if you do encounter any bugs, make sure to report them to us so we can get them fixed as soon as possible. Just note, you might need to be able to recreate the bug. It can't be like a one-off thing. So yes.
This is how low it can go, by the way.
Speak up.
This is how low it can go, by the way.
Yeah, that's basically like A through 20, something like that. It might not work with every single plane depending on its scaling, but if it's realistic scaled, then it should work with most planes. Thank you for choosing Nikoleta as your desired jetway supplier. We hope to see you buy more of our products like the A350, 787, maybe the fuel truck or pushback tug. Those things over there. We got a lot of new things planned and very excited to finally be able to release this product. So thank you guys for being very patient with us and waiting. No idea how you were this patient. I'm honestly thankful for all of you for being this patient.
Yes, I'd like to thank everyone as well.
Huh?
I'd like to thank everyone as well.
Yes, also thank you for the clients that tested the jetway.
Thank you to Tom, Mensopris, The Real Pep, and Luffy.
Yep, thank you to all those people. Thanks to everyone who tested, everyone who supported us, and thank you to everyone who thought this was the Asen jetway. You guys are hilarious. Got the whole school laughing on that one, Chief. But you are more funny than Zake, so that's a plus.
I'm closing the door on you, fuck you.
Oh, you bitch. Yeah, so also, final thing. These back doors are open by... Are these staff locked?
Yeah, they're all
Right.
stuff.
So there will be an
I
installation video and setup video of how to set up all these staff lock features. I'm too dumb to do that, so Zake's going to be doing that. I'm speaking!
Okay.
Yeah, Zake's smart enough to do that. I'm not.
I'd also like to say that there is a small in the installation video. You will realize there is a small gate value, and that will be integrated in a future product as a boarding screen, etc.
Yes. There might be a few model changes to this. We might add like a little number sign to it, like most realistic Jetways have. But nothing game changing that would change the whole aspect that people like and stuff like that. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you for okay, what is it, Zeke?
I'd also like to note that any update happening to the Jetway will be sent out via RAR files, since that can be more useful.
Yes. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you all for supporting us, and we'll see you guys when this bad boy over here, this thing, will be in the air. Just not realistically. But you know, also we got a 787 over there. And we got a few more products planned, hopefully some more vehicles, or maybe more systematics like that, because the Jetway was honestly really fun to work on. That's it for this video. We hope to see you guys again, and hope you consider buying. See ya.